So in this video, I'm going to show you how Opportunities works. We are currently in a client dashboard, and as you see, when you go over to Opportunities, you'll see at the moment there is a pipeline called Your Promotions, and that's the only one that's in there. And you can see some of the tabs are New Lead, Hot Lead, Booking Requested, Booking Confirmed, and Services Sold. The way to look at a pipeline is a sales flow. So it's getting a lead. So let's say in this circumstance, Amber Light is a hypnotherapist. Amber gets a lead coming in through conversations. So here's a lead coming in through a conversation. And that person is inquiring about hypnosis services, hypnotherapy. And the lead value, let's just say the session is worth $300. So now this is a way to track this opportunity. You have an opportunity to make $300 if you close this person, and this person came in to the flow, to the funnel. If you want to know how they came in, you just click here on the A or on the full name if you have it. It brings up the CRM. And the way to check this out is, first of all, you can scroll all the way down and say, look, this came in by an inbound call. So it was created February the 12th, 2021, 6:37 p.m. by an inbound call. The other way to check is if you look right at the origins of the call, it came in as an inbound call. So this person called in, wanted to know about hypnotherapy services, and your service is worth, say, $300. So now you have the opportunity. It's an opportunity to close her. So in Opportunities, you'll see that there isn't really a pipeline set up. So we're going to set up a new pipeline. The way to do this is to go down to Settings. Nice logo right there. When you go down to Settings, we're going to go and click. I'm going to keep moving my little talking head over here. We're going to click on where it says Pipelines. Right there, Pipelines. So imagine a pipeline is an oil pipeline, right? So when somebody builds a pipeline for oil, they want to take oil from point A, where the oil comes out of the ground, to point B, where it can be barreled or consumed or, refined. And there's a lot of money going through that pipeline because oil's worth a lot of money. So imagine your lead is going through a pipeline that once you turn it on, you're going to start getting a flow of leads, and you'll start to see what you can potentially close and make money on. So you click on Pipeline, and you're going to create one. We're going to create a pipeline. The one that's in there saying Your Promotion Pipeline is just a sample, but we're going to go from scratch. So what are we going to call this pipeline? We're going to call it Hypnosis Clients. Hypnosis Leads, because what you're going to have into this funnel is leads. All right, so when a lead first comes in here, it's going to come in because either you had a missed call, which is in this example, or somebody filled out your chat widget on your website, or somebody filled out a form that's on your website, or somebody emailed you or texted you. So there's only several ways that somebody can come into Follow Up Spark. Chat widget, form, both on your website. They called you, so you get a missed call. They emailed you directly, and they come into the conversations. And obviously, you're going to find out what they want in order to put them in the correct campaign to be able to market your services. So this particular person is wanting hypnotherapy services. Maybe it's for weight loss, maybe it's for stop smoking. It really doesn't matter. If you're a consultant, they could be wanting to see you about wealth building or money making. So when they first come in, you just do a little bit of work. You don't want to put every single lead into a pipeline. You just want to put those in there that you think you can close or that have some value. So the first stage would be, well, they're a hot lead because you've qualified them by a little bit of due diligence and a little bit of conversation in the Conversations tab. So once you're talking to your hot lead, what do you do next with the lead? Well, let's say you could set an appointment and speak to them directly. See, if you set an appointment for someone, you've got more chance of closing them, because now built into Follow Up Spark is an appointment setter, a calendar. And once you get them live on a call for 15 minutes, you could potentially close them. So we're going to say hot lead, set appointment. Then we're going to say, let's just say appointment finished. That would be a step. Appointment finished. Actually, let's just say appointments finished, and now follow up. So we're going to assume that they go hot lead, we've set an appointment, we've had the appointment, now we're into follow up. And as the final stage would be in the follow up, we've offered solutions, and now they're just going to make a decision whether they want to do business with you or not. So this lead has either been won or lost. We either won and got $300 or lost and they don't want our services. Well, we don't need a step for lost because we're just going to delete them. But if they've won, if we've won them, now they're a client. So won means they're a client or a customer. Okay? So this is really all we need. We're going to navigate our lead through here, and you can actually have as many as you want. But just for simple sake, we will leave that in there. We're then going to go back into our opportunities, and now you'll see you have two different pipelines: your promotions, which is just basically a template, and hypnosis leads. And as you can see, now in there we've got hot leads, set an appointment, follow up, and won. So this is a way of knowing where your leads are within a pipeline. Now there is a date at the top that you'll see it's checking all the data from August the 18th to February the 19th. If you were to X out of that, it would just go all information from whenever. But you can change the dates of what you want to search for in this pipeline. You can also change the owner if you have multiple owners. And at the moment, there's just one of you in this account. And you can have them by descending date added or ascending date added if you want to. You can search by campaign. So if you have a person in the hypnotherapy lead campaign, you can just show just those prospects. We tend to leave it set to all. We're going to be looking at all campaigns. Is it open, won, lost, or abandoned? Now here's what's good about this. Open means you're working on the lead. Won means all your clients because you close them. Lost, we're not really going to use because we've deleted them, because if they say no, what's the point of having a set of people in a lost campaign, right? Abandoned, we're not going to worry about either. So we're going to look at all open leads. So now what happens is whenever you go to follow up Spark, the first thing you can do is just click on dashboard, and it's just going to give you an overview of your account. And as you'll see, it's going to give you who your opportunities are. It's going to give you what your pipeline values are worth. It's going to give you your conversion rate. Well, there's nobody in there yet, so we don't know. It's going to give you any opportunities in your funnel. Of course, there isn't yet because we haven't got anybody in there. What stages are they at? So you can basically track people's stages. So in this dashboard, there's all kinds of data that you can look at that's relevant to your business that we can cover later. But let's just go now to opportunities. Now you can see we have this easy to look. This is the first place you want to start looking at, is the opportunities, so you can see where your lead's at. So now let's go back into contacts in our smart list, and let's go and look at one of our leads. And I normally do this right away. As soon as a conversation comes in with somebody, as soon as I get a conversation struck up with somebody, I'm going to add them to the pipeline if I feel that they're worthy. So in order to make an edit, you just click anywhere in the name. So I'll just click on this. It's going to bring up all their info, of course, in the CRM. You'll see that this is the person we were talking to. But now we have an idea that this is an opportunity that we can close. It's a lead. It's an opportunity. So now we can add them down here. Just click on add to one of our sales pipelines. And we're trying to close Amber. If her full name was in the CRM, it would have the full name. But we're going to choose a hypnosis lead because we've discovered that they actually want a hypnosis service, right? What stage are they at? Now we can say, well, they're a hot lead because we've just been having a conversation with them, or we've set an appointment, or we're following up, or we've won them. So typically, new leads will be a hot lead. Is it open? Won, lost, abandoned. Well, it's open because it's new. What value do we have? Well, if we book it, it's $300. Owner assigned, we don't have to say who it's assigned to because there's only one of us in the account. How did they come in? It came in on a missed call. So we got a missed call text fired off. When we click on add, now they're going to be into our sales pipeline. So if we just go back for a minute, we might have to refresh. But if we now just go back and get in the habit of the first thing we click on when we first log into Follow Up Spark is our dashboard, you can see that now in our dashboard we have one opportunity, right, that is open. Our pipeline value at the moment is $300. Obviously, if we had 2 open leads in there, it would be $600. We can see in our funnel that we have a hypnosis lead that at the moment is in the hot lead stage. It will change color as we set appointments and follow up. You can see the stage that they're in is stage 1. And again, it will show you as they go through the different stages, right? So it's an awesome quick overview that say, hey, look, we got this lead in there. Now, when you go to opportunities, you go to the opportunity and you'll see in our pipeline that Amber, which came in on a missed call, is worth $300 to us. And now we know we can quickly follow up with this lead. And we have options. We can click on task and we can create a task. This could be for a staff member. This could be for the person that owns the Follow Up Spark account. It's going to send you a reminder to follow up with this person. If you have hundreds and hundreds of leads, right, you can literally add and create an appointment, which is kind of cool. You can add notes. You can look at the opportunity and find out the information. Look, we need to get her email address. We need to get some more information. But it just gives you a snapshot and an overview of what that lead is. Now, here's what's beautiful. Let's just say we have a bit more of a conversation with Amber. And let's just say we set an appointment. All we do is we pick her up by pressing and holding, and we can drag her to the next step. Maybe we don't need an appointment. Maybe we're straight into follow-up. Maybe she becomes a customer. If she becomes a customer, we can put her right down into this green button called One. If we want to get rid of her, but we don't want to delete her, we can click on Lost, or we can just delete her if she said no, we don't want the service. So we're going to set an appointment, or let's just say we're following up with her. So we might move her right over here to follow up, and we just sit her in here as somebody we're following up with, right? And so now let's just go back into the dashboard, and you'll see that actually the stage that this one lead is now in, the funnel has gone from hot lead, bypassing the appointment, and is now currently sitting in follow-up. You'll see the pie chart here turned red because red equals follow-up, and you can now navigate. So whenever you actually come in to Follow Up Spark, you'll see where all your leads are. You'll see where they all are, and you'll see very quickly what value you have for the leads coming in. You can have, by the way, as many as you want. So you could have one dashboard for one brand, one for another. You can create as many of these as you want. So that if you have a lead, let's say for something unrelated to hypnosis, let's just say, I don't know, you have another service for psychic readings or for, pet sitting or dog walking or something different, your leads can still come into Follow Up Spark. And all you would do is just toggle to the different pipelines. And you'd create your second pipeline by just going into settings. So I hope you found that video useful. I hope you understand how pipelines work. And look out